stadium tunnels, and we're ready to go as the Dolphins get set to match up with Tom Brady and the defending Super Bowl champion New England Patriots.
Let's go. Let's do this. Regular. Kill. 49. Check 49. Kill it. Check the backer. Wait. Left. We got double up.
They'll run with a second-year man from ASU, Kalen Ballage. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here, 2nd and a yard from the 34. They run it with Ballage. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
Strong. Slam.
Now Ballage. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action. Fitzpatrick. It's caught by Clive Walford. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Miami first down on a 14-yard pickup.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. They'll run here with Ballage. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
61. Match box twice. Strong. 51 the mic.
On 2nd and 7, Fitzpatrick stepping up. He's going to keep it. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
They'll run it here. This is Mark Walton. And they'll get this down to the 10. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Hey, color.
Play action now. Fitzpatrick. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devontae Parker, his first touchdown of the new season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
Hey, they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed. And this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. But whatever they said appears to have worked. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That one good for 13 and a New England first down. Well, there's no shortage of great young runners in the NFL, but don't forget about that guy, Sony Michel. First-round pick in 2018. Almost hit 1,000 yards as a rookie, 931 to be exact, to go along with 6 scores. for the former Georgia Bulldog. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
From the 38, Brady. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Shotgun now for Brady. He may try and run for this. And avoids the contact by sliding.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 27. From the gun, it's Brady. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Brady now to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
They'll start with a give here to Balazs. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. It's the Pro Bowler Jamie Collins that makes the stop. On play action, Fitzpatrick. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 6-0 our score after 1.
52 and 56, 52 and 56.
Balazs. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Fitzpatrick now from the 50. He finds Kalen Balazs, his running back. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. John Simon in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
There you go. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Hey, 5-0, 5-0, 5-0. Switch it. Regular. Switch it.
Now a toss play. This is Walton. And he's into the clear. 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Mark Walton, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
the concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Brady gives to Michelle. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. On 2nd down, Michelle. And he'll get this down close to a 1st down at about the Dolphins' 44.
The New England Patriots remain consistent on offense with a stable of running backs. They added Sony Michel, the 31st pick of the draft in 2018, to that stable at the University of Georgia, mainly for his ability to run inside the tackles and add a little thump to their game.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That one good for 13 at a New England 1st down.
Mohamed Sanu is a guy that is often overlooked because he just quietly goes about his business. But how about last season? Had a career-high 838 yards on 66 catches, and he could also play wildcat quarterback for you as well.
He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England 1st down. Brady now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Brady going to throw. Safarian Jenkins has it. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regulars. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, his 1st touchdown of the new season, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Bravo.
Now Fitzpatrick. And this is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And now it's 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll set up the screen to Balaj. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Fitzpatrick again. On the right side, open is Gesicki. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Off the play fake here, Fitzpatrick. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Check. Hey, Mike 51.
To throw again, Fitzpatrick. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Kyle Van Noy in there to bury him for a loss of 11. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So now after the sack, 3rd and long, and Fitzpatrick and company a little work to do.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
Play fake. It's Fitzpatrick. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. Back deep for New England, Julian Edelman. And I don't think Edelman will be able to get to this one. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They begin with Michel on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I'm guessing, partner, that if we're in the huddle with the Patriots right now, there's not a single guy that thinks they have any chance of coming back in this one, especially not with Tom Brady.
Yeah, who's Tom Brady? What's he done in the past as far as comebacks are concerned? They're down right now, but that can evaporate quickly with him in the huddle.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And able to find Dorsett. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 35. But we know Dorsett can make those plays with that top-end speed. You think back to the Combine 5 years ago when he ran a 4.33. And now in his third season in New England after 2 in Indianapolis, but only 290 yards last year. Patriots want to utilize him more. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Coming to you.
From the 30 on second down, Brady. Caught by Sanu. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards the pickup there. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel. His second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Gostkowski with the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the third. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Second and 10. Kill. 34.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 13. It's a first down. So into Pat's territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 47. They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
54. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming. Left. Check. Lucky. Check.
They'll try to throw here, Fitzpatrick. And he finds Parker here, complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now Walton. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack. And guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Brady. Here's Sanu on the catch. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 18 big yards on that one. And a New England first down.
First down, Patriots.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run out of the gun with Michelle. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through three quarters, no reason to lighten up now. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a third and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Throwing is Brady on third down. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Brady now going to leave it with Michelle on the draw. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriots score. Sony Michel, his third touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Gostkowski the extra point, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Fitzpatrick now to throw on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lawrence Guy able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. To try again after the sack. Fitzpatrick. And this is caught. It's Parker. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Fitzpatrick. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jamie Collins in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to fourth down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. Edelman set to return. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Check three. 6-6, pull it high.
Keeping it on the ground on first, Michel. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
On first down, Michelle. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be out of bounds. That one good for 33 and a first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try to run with Harris, and he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
This is where coaches have to spend a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you said, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. And they will run it with Michelle. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? They'll try to run it in. Michelle. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel taking it in. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
Things are rocking easy here in the fourth quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle.
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. It's John Simon with a sack. So after the sack, here's second and 14. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Third and long for Ryan Fitzpatrick. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to fourth down. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 38, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
Play set, flag 20. Let's go, D. Let's go.
On second down now, Michel. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. And it's Michel once again. Dances by him. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete on the throwaway. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
He's not going to get
PPP.
50.
Hey, I 7.
Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. 51's the mic. 51's the mic.
One last shot now for Fitzpatrick. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Patriots, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.